There, it's Tessa with Hip Over 50. Hip Over 50 is where I talk about traveling, moving abroad, reinventing your midlife, but it's also where I talk about mindfulness, lifestyle, and style. I'm all about being the best person and being the best you once you hit midlife and over. And that's what we're talking about today, really, is how to let go of any stereotypes that you may have about what it means to be a certain age, how to let go of things that aren't working for you, how to let go of expectation and things that are causing you to hold back on being happy. Letting go is like a big topic these days. It's kind of a Buddhist principle. It's about letting go of expectation, letting go of outcome. So what it means is not that you don't have any standards or any boundaries or you don't look for the good things. It basically means you can't expect the world to meet you where you want to be. That's not the way it works. You can't expect people to be or act the way you may like them to act. You can't expect, your job, or your career, or your studies to be, everything in your bucket. Just like you can't expect a relationship or your kids to be everything in your bucket. The important thing about letting go of expectations and outcome is that it frees you up. When you don't expect a particular outcome, when you don't expect somebody to act a certain way in order to make you happy, then wow, it is very freeing. And I I can't imagine living any other way now that I've kind of figured out how to do it. It's like we're so used to thinking, well, if this person does that, then I can be happy. Or if they do that, then they're going to make me so unhappy. Or if my boss says this, then, then I'll feel okay about my job. Or if my kids, come over every Sunday, then I'll be okay. Then I'll feel good as a parent. But when we put our happiness and our sense of self and our sense of worth onto the outside world, oh man, that is tough because the outside world doesn't know what you need or doesn't know what you want. The outside world is constantly changing. And yet, the interesting thing about it is that you have total control over how you perceive the outside world. And part of that total control is allowing yourself to not expect it to be what you think you need. It's to allow it to be whatever it is. And when you come to the outside world, when you come into the world and say, you know, this is okay. I'm okay with whatever happens. I can deal with it. I trust myself. I'm going to be okay no matter what. Then you let go of expectation. You let go of the outside world needing to be a certain way because you've already got it up here. Your thoughts and your feelings have already said, I'm going to be okay no matter what. Now, granted, recent events have kind of shaken us all up quite a lot. We've had so many things hit us all over the place, from wars to viruses to you name it. Things that we never really expected to have to deal with. And it makes us feel like our outside world is chaotic. And if only it could just calm down, if only it could just go back to the way it was. But that's not going to happen. However, you always have the thought, we always have the thought and the power to change how we perceive what is happening in the outside world. We can let go of saying, I need that war to be resolved before I can feel less anxiety, or I need that person to be out of office before I can be happy, or I need that person over there to, let me in traffic, otherwise I'm going to get angry. You've given all your power away. You've given your power away to the outside world. You've given your happiness away, more importantly. Screw power. You've given your happiness and your peace of mind away by expecting the outside world to kind of do what you think it needs to do in order to make you happy. Now, if you said instead, well, I'm not crazy about the guy in office, but I'm going to try to see the good that can come out of this. And I'm going to focus in on the positive aspects of what my life contains within my own realm. I'm not going to worry about what somebody else is doing because it doesn't actually directly affect me. Yes, they may be in office. Yes, they may be making laws, but I still have control over my thoughts and feelings about it, and I can choose to feel peaceful about it. I can choose within my own realm to do what I think is right and proper and is aligned with my values, and take away the stress of trying to figure out what some total stranger is going to do. I've got control over my immediate life, and that I always have control over. Letting somebody in traffic, if somebody doesn't let you go, they're having a bad day. It doesn't say anything about you. Why give your peace away to some total random stranger because they're having a bad day and they just feel rude today and they're not going to let you in traffic? Totally their thing. It's got nothing to do with you. So why let it affect your peace? And that goes with everything. Everybody has their own business, and we can't be in somebody else's business. We have to just stay in our own business. There's God's business if you believe in God or a spirit. There's your business, and there's somebody else's business. And you can only deal with your own business. So let go of needing things to be different and recognize that you don't know if somebody else being in office would be the answer to your happiness, or somebody else saying, yes, I'm going to date you would be the answer to your happiness. You don't know, but you do know that you have control over your own feelings. You have control over saying, I'm good either way. If they ask me out, great. I'll look forward to it and I'll enjoy it, make the best of it. If they don't, then something better is on its way. And I trust that will happen. I don't know for sure that the outcome of being in that relationship or being on a date with that person will be exactly right for me. But I do know that I can feel centered and good about who I am right now, and that I will attract somebody who is good and right for me. So I'm letting go of the outcome, needing somebody to ask me out or needing that particular person to ask me out. And I'm okay with that, with whatever the outcome is, because if I'm acting from a place of peace and love and acting out my values, then those things will come to me. And I trust that. But I don't expect a particular person or a particular thing or a particular political person or a particular whatever. I don't need those things to be the way I think I need them to be because I trust the greater good is always working for me. I hope that makes sense. I hope you find a way to let go of expectations of what other people need to do or what needs to happen in the world to make you happy, because it is the way to peace and feeling content with what you have and who you are, and know that you always have control and power over your own thoughts and feelings. Thanks so much for listening. Any comments, put them in the box below. Talk to you soon. Bye.